Hey guys, Jesse here, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Master Grade Gundam RX-78 NT-1, or more popularly known as the Gundam Alex. Now, this kit is from 1999, so it's fairly old at this point, 18 years almost, or I guess pretty much, right? But it's not the oldest kit out there, and I actually do have an older one I will be building eventually. But for now, we're going to be taking a look at this guy. The Gundam Alex, actually, I have problems, on certain days deciding whether or not the Gundam Alex or the F91 is my favorite Gundam of all time. I really do love this Gundam that much. I'm a big fan of the design and the colors and the show it comes from. Seriously, guys, if you haven't watched 0080 War in the Pocket, do yourself a favor and go watch it. It's just 8 episodes long, and it's my favorite Gundam show of all time. And you really don't have to watch anything after or before it. All you have to know is Zeon is considered bad, and the Earth Federation is considered good. That's really all you need to know. The entire story of War in the Pocket is contained within itself. So if you like a really emotional and wartime, anime, then do yourself a favor and watch War in the Pocket. I know it's kind of cringy to say that an anime touched me emotionally, but War in the Pocket really, it does something special for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at this kit. Kind of interesting box art just right off the bat here. The Gundam Alex here is displayed with all this armor on it. All of this like gray armor actually comes off in the anime, and I think like 90% of people who have this kit probably display it without the armor. And I'd say like a good 50% don't even build the armor. So kind of interesting that they decided to display it here. And even in the anime, this armor maybe stayed on for like half an episode, so I don't know, kind of interesting to display it, to choose that for the box art. On the side here, there's going to be very classic Master Grade box art, just on the side of front and back. A picture of the pilot with some hands. This little arm Gatling gimmick was like a huge thing for this kit for some reason. It says rubber parts. There's actually rubber parts up here in the shoulder. You kind of see that wrinkling back there, kind of like Gundam Thunderbolt, to be honest. And a leg. I am leg. So there's that. Then on the back here, we got actually a full sort of display of how the armor looks like on the kit. Again, some people are big fans of the armored look of the Alex. Personally, I'm not so much. I might do like a half armor, half, no armor display. We'll see. But the armor is fully functional in the fact that you can like open the hatch and everything. You get some marking stickers on here, and you get all the weapons here. If you haven't seen the show, the Alex doesn't use the shield and it doesn't use the beam rifle, so it's kind of interesting that you always see the Alex with these accessories, but in the show, neither of those things ever make an appearance. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Box is a little tight. I've been wanting this kit for a very long time, guys, like a really long time, but I don't know, I just never got around to getting it. So here is this little insert that all older Master Grades always came with. Just a nice painted picture of the finished kit. These are really nice to frame if you're a huge, I guess, Gunpla modeler. So we'll take a look at the manual later as always, but let's go ahead and take a look at what you get. So first off, we got the stickers here. So you've got some dry transfers and some Teflon sort of stickers here, and then you have eyes, will look to be the knees, and the 2 cameras. So of course we're going to use paint for all this stuff, and I have a little something special for those decals, because that's not enough decals and I'm not using stickers. Next we've got this D plate, which seems to be just some connection pieces, nothing too fancy. Kind of looks like they're all for the shield. Next, we have the E plate, which, funnily enough, is actually that armor. So you can see it comes in this kind of like neutral gray. You can see just how old the plastic is, because you can kind of see so many imperfections and swirls. And yeah, that's a good shot right there. Look how kind of uneven that surface is and how many swirls are in it. So we're dealing with an old kit here. We're dealing with old plastic. We're dealing with old details. I know people sometimes spam a bit too much on what we should get in 2.0s, but I think when people say that the Alex should get a 2.0, I'd have to say that is justifiable because this kit could really use it. There's lots of fans of the Alex. Next I have the H plate, which comes with that beam rifle and some inner frame pieces. The inner frame on this kit, as you can see, it's in this really strange, I can't really see because of my lighting right now, but it's in this really like strange lavender gray. It's really, really gross and needs to be repainted immediately. But it still has all the details there. So it's still a detailed frame. I like this beam rifle a lot because it looks just like a FAMAS machine gun if you've ever played like Call of Duty or Counter-Strike or something. So I'm just a big fan of that beam rifle design. Next, we've got the A plate, which isn't colored at all. Kind of interesting. So, I mean multicolored, it's just white. Usually the A plate has all the multicolors on it, but here we've got the A plate with all the armor. The pilot figures are on there. Pretty much every single piece of white armor is on here. I see one more white plate back there, but we're going to get a lot of armor here. So I can already see some seam lines are going to be a problem. Of course, we got the head seam line and maybe some leg seam lines and arm seam lines. So them's the breaks with the kit from 1999. Also, no, it's not on here. So there's something to do with the shoulders that I'll talk about once I get to them. But in any case, here is the, which plate is this? The B plate. So again, more inner frame in that really weird lavenderish gray. Again, all the details are there. Let's see if I can get somewhat close here and maybe turn up my exposure. That's overexposed, but you can tell what I'm talking about. All the details there. It's all fully detailed out. It's just, yeah, old, and it feels weird and old. Next, we have another white plate here. This is the G plate, and this will contain the rest of the armor. Looks like, well, maybe we won't have any leg seam lines. That'll be pretty nice. Maybe we might have one for the like near the bottom of the leg. But so this is what I was alluding to a little bit. On the shoulders, there's these little thrusters, and they're found all over the kit. So you got some here, here, and everywhere. They're supposed to be yellow, and obviously, being a kit from 1999, you're not going to get that color separation. So that's really easy to just go in there with the yellow Gundam marker. This would actually be an excellent time to use a yellow Gundam marker and just go in there and fill that in, and then eventually line it with some black, and it would look really, really nice. So, yep, there's your G plate. And next we get into some smaller stuff. You got your fixed pose hands. For whatever reason, around this time, these kits always came with this runner here. Had 2 fists and 2 open hands, and then your thumbs and index fingers and stuff. So, got some fixed pose hands. The fists are really nice. The open hands, not so much. We've got this yellow. This is the I1 plate. Pretty, I don't know. It's a very orange yellow. It's okay. It's not the best, but we'll see. We'll see what I'll do with that. Polycaps, nothing too exciting. Look at that polycap. What the fuck is that? That is a strange polycap. I hope we use that. Then you have the rubber parts here, and of course, very, very rubbery. That's kind of annoying because you can't paint these. You can't really line them. There are ways, but it's a little too much work for what you get out of it. But they look really nice. Far better than in my opinion, those weird vinyl things that came with the Thunderbolt Master Grades. Next, you've got a V-fin for this I2. Now, I heard about this, and this is pretty weird. So you get this V-fin, which has a separated blue jewel. Then you also get this V-fin that it doesn't. So, yeah, pretty weird. Look at that. You see that piece right there? Right above the V-fin? That's the crotch yellow piece. Why does this kit is from 1999, and they color separated that piece, and yet the Master Grade Hazel from 2017, it was a sticker? Excuse me? What? 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 Anyways, beam saber effect parts, you know. Another polycap sheet? Strange. I don't think it's going to be using that many polycaps, at least I hope not. Then we've got a C plate, which is just all blue. Nothing too special to talk about. You can really see the age of the plastic in this one, just lots of swirls and imperfections, especially there on that shield. You can kind of see those dimples near the top over here. Yeah, so you're gonna have to do a lot of sanding if you plan to do anything extra with this kit besides just build it. But still, the blue is very nice, so there's that. And then finally, one more gray plate. This is the F plate, and it's just more of this armor. So nothing too fancy. And that's it. So not too much in this kit. It is old again, but I think there's plenty here to work with. So let's go ahead and take a look at the manual. Now what I like about these older manuals is they really go into the whole, I can't read Japanese, but if I could, I have to assume it goes into a lot of the detail behind the lore of the suit and its inner workings, and I'm really interested in that stuff. So here's the middle color pages. Gundam for new type, it says up there, because this kit, or this suit I should say, was originally meant for Amuro. It was like Amuro's successor suit. Then he went off and built his own thing. So we got like versus the Camphor, which the Master Grade is quite dated, but it still looks really, really cool. Oh, and the tragic end. Oh, just watch War in the Pocket and feel the feels, you know. Displaying the full armor and all that good stuff. Nothing too crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so if you've never built a Master Grade, like, say, before 2002, for whatever reason, I don't know, they didn't figure out how to lay out manuals until about 2003. And in these older manuals, for whatever reason, they have like these weird sections where you have an entire strip here just having you build random bits and pieces. And then on the right here, you kind of build everything else, and you just kind of have to figure out by pure intuition where all these extra like bits and bobs you built go into, and it's very, very annoying. Yeah, this like artificially lengthens the build. I don't think it was ever meant to do that, and yet that's what happens. So yeah, that sucks. I completely forgot about this because I haven't built an older kit in a while. So, and then on the back we finally get that nice painted piece. So I was talking about the, I had a special thing for the decals. So I went on eBay and I got myself some water slides. So I don't remember the seller's name. It's from China, but these are very, very nice looking water slides. And he had really good ratings on eBay. So I'm pretty sure if you just search your desired kit's name, water slides, I'm pretty sure you can find them. I mean, these were just $5. And they look really high quality and they're really nice. So I'm going to be using these, but not just that. I'm actually going to be painting this kit completely. It's going to be my first Master Grade painted, but I went to the store and I picked up a bunch of Tamiya paints. So I've always wanted to try Tamiya, but I just don't know. I never worked up the gusto to do so, but now I've got all the paints, I've got the kit, and I've got a whole winter ahead of me to do it. So my airbrush is going to get quite a workout. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.